Touchdown Nation, I have a gift for you. Not only a wonderful human being, a wonderful player on the field, he not only is one of the best, if not the best, cornerback in the SWAC conference, or did play at Jackson State University, one of the better players on the team underneath Coach Prime. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to take and welcome Al Young to the show. Al, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. Hey, very blessed to have you on the show. Man, how are you doing today, man? Draft is next week, man. You've been pretty busy, I take it.
Man, super busy on the phone, doing a lot of interviews, and then just praying a lot too, because it's a big week. So just hoping for the right thing.
Today, we're going to get into your story, let the world know the man underneath the helmet, as well as the person on the field, and all the hard work and dedication that goes to your craft, football. Take us from the beginning. How did you fall in love with the game of football?
It's actually a crazy story. So like where I'm from like Cape Girardeau, like a small town. It's right near SEMO, so it's like a football town. But when I was little, my friends used to all go play like football. They used to always go to football practice, and I was always at the park by myself. So then one day I was just like, man, I'm about to go to football practice with them. And this was probably like second grade. Yeah, it was probably second grade. So I'm like, I'm gonna go to football practice with them. So I went to football practice, and I was just out there. I'm looking. I'm like, yeah, that look easy. So the next day, I asked my mom, could I play, and she told me no. So I went anyways. And then my coach brought me back to the house, brought me back home, and was like begging my mama for me to ask me to play. So then after that day, I fell in love with football.
That's awesome. That's awesome. It's amazing that I had a situation like that in high school, man. It's amazing the power that coaches have.
Yeah, it was crazy because I'm like, Mama was like, I told you not to go like after he left. I told you, I was like, well, Mama, I was like, they always left me at the park by myself, so I was like, I'm not gonna stay there. So then they was always going to practice, so it was kind of fun.
That's awesome. Now you've had an amazing football journey throughout high school. You played at one point. You were at, correct me if I'm wrong, Southeast Missouri. It was.
Yeah, I was at SEMO. Yeah.
Oh, awesome. And then eventually go over to JSU. Were there any were there any mentors or important people in your life that helped you out along the way?
Yeah, it was probably my high school coaches, Coach Mack and Coach Norman. They were my main mentors. Then some of my Pee Wee League coaches, like they helped me out throughout high school too. So like throughout the whole recruiting process. So yeah, they were the main ones. And my family, my mom.
What was it like playing high school football over in Missouri growing up?
Well, it was rough. Like, so my freshman year, going to my freshman year, I was strictly like I only played one freshman football game, and then I got moved to varsity. So then after that, the rest of that was history. But like I said, like it was just rough because like Missouri football, they take it like people don't understand how serious Missouri football is until you actually like get into it. And like we had the Ezekiel Elliott's. So I played Ezekiel my freshman year. I remember just watching him pull. Yeah, I remember watching him play. Like it was crazy. I was a freshman, so he had scored like the first touchdown, and then one of our kids had he had broke loose for a second touchdown, and one of our kids had like tackled him at the 1 yard line, and then the kid got up talking trash, and after that, Zeke just blew up. Like it was crazy. It was, yeah, so we was all over his highlight tape his senior year.
Yeah, no, I feel that, man. Look, you don't put out fires with gasoline; you put it out with water. In other words, sometimes it's okay to be quiet. That's cool. Now, eventually, you go to SEMO college, and then you hit the transfer portal. You chose Jackson State. Now, I know how amazing Jackson State is, but for all the folks who don't know, tell folks, why did you choose Jackson State?
Well, I chose Jackson State because, like, first off, I know I was part of Coach Prime. Like, he bringing something different to HBCU, and then just coming in that environment. I never been to a HBCU. I never had that experience, and then just hearing it from my family and friends, and guys like CJ and them like telling me how it's gonna be, like the environment, and then just coming into that environment and playing around that environment, it was amazing. Like I never been around so many fans like in my life. Like It was crazy.
I mean, since Coach Prime, I mean, there's not only been changes in the town, changes at the university, and also all eyes and love and attention towards HBCUs, not only in Jackson, Mississippi, but throughout the country. What is it like witnessing that firsthand?
It's crazy. It's like we like our own little celebrities in that town. Like it's crazy. So like everywhere we go, like if they know you're on a football team, like they show love to you. Like it's like I said, you like a little celebrity in that town, and it's just amazing because the people there actually love y'all. Like not just for football, but then like any sport you in Jackson State, like they all show the same amount of love. So it's crazy.
Now, you're playing with Coach Prime. Just so happens you play the same position as him. What is it like getting tips, hints, tricks, whatever you want to call it? I mean, you're getting coached by the greatest secondary player of all time. What is that like?
It's amazing. Like I just remember the first day I went to like practice and just him coming over there, grabbing me, coaching me up. Like I was in shock. Like man, like I wanted to get everything out of him that I could while I was there. I wanted to learn every step, like anything, like from the time you step on the field to your opponent and to the time your opponent walk off the field. Like I wanted to know what would Coach Prime thinking. Like how did he play this situation? What would he do to play this situation? Like it was just an amazing moment.
That is awesome. That is awesome. And now I've watched a few JSU games. Usually spend it in replay, but man, I've watched a few of these games, and they're great games. What would you say, in your honest opinion, that's a misconception that people have as far as having NFL talent in HBCUs?
I mean, like how you said, if you just watch the film and just turn it on and actually just watch the game, you see talent all across the field. It's just people. So like I'm starting to notice it in the draft, like through this whole draft process. Just people look at how big of a school it is, like look at the competition, blah blah blah. But at the end of the day, these people are human, and they still got the same skill set as the next person at that bigger school. They just got better tools. Come on, like it's just the same way. But Coach Prime is really shining a light on us, and it's really bringing more people out. And I appreciate that a lot.
Now you are no slouch, man. You're really exciting and really electric. You're great cornerback all around. I mean, you had 11 interceptions throughout your college career. That really definitely says something. What's your mindset going into the game? And you're lining up against a receiver. Maybe he's popping off with the mouth. I'm sure cornerbacks. You see a lot of receivers like that. What's your mindset?
My mindset is so I go into every game. My teammates know this about me. Once I step on the field, I'm locked in. After that, don't let me do me. Let me lock in. I'm gonna take this player out the play, and he go be done. So every time I get on the field, my first mindset is I got to feed my family. Like this person in front of me is trying to take what's off my family plate. Like, that's not happening with me around. So I'm taking the dude out the picture. That's my main mindset, and that's why I had the stats I had this year. I was one of the best corners in the SWAC and like 32 in the country. So,
man, that's amazing. And then you're a huge part of the piece of the puzzle that led y'all to be SWAC champions. What was that like? You're hoisting the trophy at the end. What's going through your mind? Did you cry? Just what happened?
It was crazy. Like I told a guy in my last interview that I did with some guy like a couple days ago. I went into like Jackson State with a mindset like, all right, Coach Prime, this is his first year there. I want to be there to help him win his first championship. So when he went throughout his career, he would say, I won a championship with so and so. And I'd be in the league like that. I had that in my notes before I even got there. So but when I committed, I wrote that in my notes. I'm gonna win the championship with Coach Prime. But it really made me mad because like I didn't get to finish the bowl game, but they gonna finish it next year. But like I said, I just holding that trophy up, it was just a surreal moment because I had this in my notes. Like I showed Coach Prime and my DB coach, and I'm like, look, like they're like, well, you are like you the type of people we need. So I come in with a mindset. I come in with a goal and a team goal and a personal goal. Like I want to get stuff done, and I'm gonna get it done.
Man, that is awesome. That is awesome. That being said, you're an amazing player. Who are some players, whether it be cornerback or even perhaps another position that you looked up to growing up, or maybe even perhaps you even model your game after?
Favorite football player, probably Deion Sanders. And
Good
then,
answer.
then the person I modeled my game after, probably I probably say Stephon Gilmore and Denzel Ward, because Gilly, he kind of smart. Like he try to make the receiver play his way, and then Denzel Ward with that type of dog mentality.
All right, so now we got the draft next week. How have your interviews been going so far?
They've been going good. I mean, a lot of scouts saying the same thing. Basically, they love how I look. They love how I compete. I got everything that they need, like in the toolbox. It's just still the same thing, like just the skill, the people I play. So that's what they worried about. But I mean, my stats jump off the table. So
yes, sir, absolutely. And let me ask you, you know, we've seen I think it was last NFL draft, we saw guys knocking over trees, people running in the sand, running hills, all kinds of stuff. Any specific workouts that you're doing to help take your game to the next level?
What I do a lot of that, but I'm more of a hill. I like to be on a hill because people don't notice how much of a hard work a hill is. Like, so yes. I backpedal up a hill probably like 3 or 4 times, but I'll do it with weights. So then when I get on a flat surface and I backpedal, my backpedal is faster, smoother, more comfortable, and it's more quick, and I can get on my brake as fast as I want to. So I backpedal up a hill, I run up a hill with weights, or I have a weight vest on. So that's my main thing. Just I want to be faster, I want to be quicker, and that's the main thing with me.
That's awesome. I remember a couple of years ago watching Walter Payton running the hills, and that's his. All these guys do these other things, but man, just an old-fashioned hill, running up that thing, your explosion just takes off.
That's my favorite thing to do. I love hills.
That's awesome. Now, one of my last questions today, draft day coming up very soon. See, we're filming this on the 21st, so we're literally talking like a week away from now, right? What are some of your plans for draft day?
Some of my plans is I kind of want to tune out the noise, so I'll probably be working out during draft day. Probably just have my phone on the side, and I'm just gonna work out them 2 days. Yeah. Whoever call, they just go know they getting the workhorse and the guy that's ready to work. So I'm gonna be ready.
Putting in work, man. But before it even happens, man, I love it. And then my last question of the day. You know, people watching this interview, NFL teams watching this interview, they also see the film. You're a great guy on and off the field. What's something that maybe you want NFL teams to know about you that perhaps they don't know about you already?
Need to know it, like I'm a smart person. I mean, I'm well going, like I'm outgoing. I know when to be serious. I know when not to be serious. And you go get a competitive, a dog, like a person that you would want somebody to be around. If I was a rookie, I would want to be around this person because he know more about the game. He know a lot about the game. He know how to keep me there longer. He know what's gonna help me to be a better player. So that's the type of person you're getting out of me.
Al, thank you so much for coming on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it, Al Young. Al, whether you land on my team or not, I'm going to be following you, and you already got a fan in me, man. So thank you so much for coming by the show. Before you go, any shout-outs?
Shout out to my mom, shout out to my daughter, shout out to my coaches and my teammates, and J State. So go.
Sir, JSU, let's go. Hey, y'all have a wonderful night. Make sure you subscribe. I'm also going to have all his social media stuff down below, so please be sure to follow him, follow the story, get inspired. Ladies and gentlemen, Al Young, join the show. Al, thank you so much.
Turn 100 for the touchdown, King Crown, gain inside, leading your town, hit you faster than the sound, bad boy, throw it down, yeah, I'm ill, not my will, don't Copperfield, fill the house, listen to the roaring crowd, drop a light, calm it down, Heisman, all the haters mouth, superhero hit them wow, packing more action than bing, boom, bam, pow, touchdown for the win, we live, subscribe right now.